Alright, so if you really want to survive in the modern day, you need to work a job. You could go down the Ted Kaczynski or the Ruby Ridge route where you try to forage and live off the land and shit, but for some reason, the FBI and the ATF don't really like it when you do that, so it's probably best if you just act like everyone else and be a brainwashed simpleton and work a regular job. Working a job and making money is great because you get to go and buy things or save up for big purchases instead of having to go and forage for berries. But that gets tricky when you're like me in your early 20s and in college. You can't exactly go and buy a house, but you can make car payments or buy yourself overpriced Taylor Swift concert tickets or other things you want to spend your money on. You also can't work full time hours while also being a full time student, as you would literally have no time to study or to rest, but working part time gives you the flexibility that you need. You're able to work things around your school schedule, and depending on where you work, you can also adjust when you pick up more hours or cut back on them. Once summer starts, all of a sudden you have no more school taking up your time and you want to work more. 9 times out of 10, this wouldn't be a huge problem as you let your manager know that you want to work more and your seniority that you've been building up would give you priority over people with less seniority. But that one time it doesn't work out in your favor, it can really put you in a real pickle as you might be forced into looking for a new job entirely. I'm currently in that 1 out of 10. For the past year, I've been working a part time job at my current place, only working on weekends and the occasional odd shift in the middle of the week while I go to college. During the school year, this got me through just fine, being able to supplement my Fortnite Battle Pass spending money and my Hustlers University monthly subscription. But since I finished the winter semester, I've been pranked by my work by them dangling hours in front of my face, only for those hours to be given to others with less seniority than me. I knew that once the winter semester was over, I needed to go and work, so I was applying for jobs and asking my managers if I could pick up more hours and I'll work in other departments to pick it up. They were like, we'll look into it and we'll see what we can do. But you know that as soon as you hear those words, it means that they are going to forget about it as soon as they head back into their office. It's been going back and forth like that for a while now because new opportunities for hours came and went, with few of them coming my way even though I've been asking. Because of that, I continued applying everywhere that I could try to get something else just so that I can get a bit more cash so that I can pay for my car and for my tuition. As much as I would love to leave this place to get a different job so that I can actually get hours, I do still need to make payments for things like my car and my tuition, so I'm not just going to cuck myself by quitting and being unemployed while I need to pay my bills. My parents gave me the unfortunate nerve of living in a small Canadian town, so there aren't that many places for me to apply to, really reducing my options for employment. To add insult to injury, even though I've been asking my managers for hours with them saying they'll give them to me and not being able to find a replacement job, my managers have had the audacity to not only give away open shifts to people with less seniority than me, but my managers have also had the gall, had the balls to go and hire someone else and take away my hours, my shifts, without even asking me first. It doesn't matter if I have more seniority than most of the people that I currently work with, or that I worked many times over what they have worked in total, I still somehow get the short end of the stick. Now, some of you big galaxy brain motherfuckers might have come to the conclusion that maybe this is happening because I'm a bad employee, or that those other coworkers do a better job than me, but I would like to assure you that is not the case, and actually quite the opposite. I'm not sure how many times I've been told by other staff members that I do a good job at what I do, or how many times customers appreciate the lengths I go to make sure that they're satisfied, or my own managers praising me for what I do, but I've been told enough times to know that I am not the problem. If it wasn't for the fact I live in some small Canadian town and can't find another job elsewhere, I probably would have quit this job a long time ago. It's no secret that employers have stopped being loyal to their employees and treat them like shit and that they're replaceable, but I thought that was just for the big corporate companies with no soul, not small community businesses too. My employer only has like 50 employees total, and the department I work at is only like 5 people. It's not as though there are hundreds of people swarming and eating each other up for hours. It's a small team of people. I like my Benjamin Franklins as much as the next person, and I do believe that you should work to earn them. But I also think that the time and effort that you put in should be reflected with some sort of fucking decency, like not getting your hours cut just because management wants to hire someone new while you're already asking for hours. So, moral of the story and of my situation, The same shit you hear all the time. Companies suck and they don't care about their employees. I'm not really sure what to say other than the fact that I'm disappointed that I can't work more and that my own managers actively work against my interest, even though I have proved to them that I am more than deserving of the things they're taking away from me. My managers are going to be counting their days as I'm going to continue to apply to every store in my town, even to everybody's grandma and their cookie sales. And as soon as I land a job with one of those businesses or those grandmas, I am handing in my 2 weeks, and that's it.